the next major institution that will train the level of officers for the Nigerian police.
President of the Senate sues for unity in Akwa Ibom, helps on consolidating achievements for the benefit of citizens.
Begin to engage with the media, trace some vital questions as we prepare for the 2027 general election.
Nigeria Civil Society Situation Room, journalists reaffirm commitment to collectively promote credible elections.
As we shall lead from the front in terms of investments in infrastructure, recruitment of the percentage, and educate our children and of course, personal remuneration.
Governor Oti launches Abia Fostering Innovation Reform School Transformation, focuses on strategic initiatives to drive rapid socio-economic development. Hello and welcome to the News Desk at 6 on NTN 24, reaching you live from Abuja. I am Minna Daniels. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid glowing tribute to the late founding president of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Sam Shafishuna Nujoma, describing him as a warrior who galvanized Nigeria and other African nations to fight for his country's freedom. President Tinubu, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, noticed that Dr. Nuyoma's demise is not an exit from space and time, but the wake of his immortality in the minds of Africans. VP Shettima, in the company of several African heads of government, joined President Nangolo Mboba of Namibia at the state burial, where he paid Nigeria's last respect on behalf of President Tinubu to the late Nujoma. President Tinubu praised Nuyoma's leadership beyond independence, noting that he built Namibia from the ashes of occupation and ruled selflessly for his people. He reassured the people of Namibia of Nigeria's solidarity, asserting that the struggle that united both countries has become the foundation of an unbreakable friendship. The late Nujoma, a revered figure who led his country to gain independence and steered the nation on the path towards democracy and stability, passed away on February 8, 2025, at the age of 95 at the hospital in Windhoek, where he had been confined for weeks due to an illness. The federal government has flagged off the 80 billion naira reconstruction and upgrade of Alau Dam project in Borno State with a commitment to ensuring timely completion. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Otsev, performed the inauguration at a ceremony attended by Borno State Governor Babagana Umar Zulum and the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, among other dignitaries. Mohammed Goni reports.
Alau Dam, which was constructed in 1986 to provide water for domestic and industrial needs, as well as agricultural purposes, collapsed in September 2024, resulting to loss of lives and property within Maiduguri and Jere local government areas. As part of proactive response, the federal government set up a technical assessment team to assess the integrity of all dams across the country, which recommended the immediate reconstruction of Alau Dam, hence the approval of the 80 billion naira.
With the reconstruction of this dam, our aim is not only for the supply of domestic water, flood control, they also encompass the irrigation component. And that is the reason for which we are here today.
This project signifies not just the fear of the physical structure, but the revitalization of hope and prosperity for our people. The other dam has suffered from lack of regular maintenance for time. The other waited for the security challenges we have faced.
Suggest to my brother to also think of irrigation for agriculture, because I think there's another expanse of land across the road that something can be done through engineering.
Chairman Senate Committee on Water Resources and Sanitation and his counterpart at the House of Representatives assured the state authorities of sustained legislative oversight to ensure that the project is executed to specifications. Representative of the contracting firm assured of adherence to specifications and timely completion of the project. In Maiduguri, Mohammed Goni, NTA News.
President of the Senate, Gasol Akpabio, has emphasized that stakeholders in Akwa Ibom should embrace unity to enable the state consolidate on development achievements for the benefit of citizens. Akpabio, while hosting Governor Umar Eno, past governors, federal and state lawmakers, traditional rulers, and APC stalwarts, among others, said for the state to sustain the growth trajectory, it is important to give positive support to those in leadership positions. He reassured the gathering of his commitment to progress in Akwa Ibom and Nigeria.
The President of Nigeria has done another thing. Outside Wudil in Kano, the next major institution that will train the level of officers for the Nigerian police, cadet officers in the Nigerian police, is going to be cited in Ikperekpere. And I want you, Your Excellency, to kindly allow us to give them the former federal government college grounds for them to commence by September this year.
Governor Umar Eno commended the President of the Senate and pledged to work in the interest of all.
As the number 3 citizen, you have shown capacity. People wonder how we have come this far. It has only been God. And above all, I think, more than anything else, it's been with a sincere heart. I prayed and asked God that He will help me to ensure that we all stay in peace. And I've made up my mind from the beginning that I'll be neutral in everything.
A coalition of ex-militant leaders in the Niger Delta region wants President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to sustain the fight against corruption in the presidential amnesty program, saying this has entrenched peace. Godfrey Izakwe reports that this was during a press conference held in Warri, Delta State.
The ex-militant leader, Phase 1, praised the good administrative prowess being experienced in the presidential amnesty program. They want some persons who they alleged as sponsors of campaign of calumny to destabilize the good reforms in the program, which has brought peace and development in the oil-rich region of the country, to desist from it or face the wrath of the Lord. In their separate addresses, agitators from different states in the Niger Delta region noted that if campaign of calumny is not nipped, the action of the detractors will bring crisis in Niger Delta.
We have observed with utter dismay the unwarranted attack and campaign of colony, sustained negative propaganda since the appointment of Chief Dr. Otuaro by unreaction forces, power mongers, influencers, peddlers, and their agents who have held the amnesty program by the jugulars over the years.
So I want to advise the congregation and whoever that is going against him, his government, that we should stop going against him. We should not put our brother down. Wait for your own time.
Bibo, General Boylo, Epikabo, to call whosoever they are sending to blackmailing Dennis Otuaro, because enough is enough.
Fighting this Otuaro, you are fighting the government. You are fighting Tinubu. Yes. You are fighting Sheriff. You are fighting debtors as a whole. I also as far to Niger Delta. Because during your time, nobody fights you. Why are you fighting the others? My advice and my support to Otuaro with my co-brothers who are here, brothers and the women, is let's all support Otwaro.
Some of the goals of the Presidential Amnesty Program is to transform ex-agitators into entrepreneurs and employable citizens who will become contributors to the economy of the region and the nation. In Warri, Godfrey Nzekwe, NTA News.
And moving on, the Federal Executive Council, FEC, felicitates with the Muslim faithful on the sighting of the moon, which signaled the commencement on fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. A statement by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, FEC urges them to use the period to reflect on the purpose and lessons of Ramadan, which include piety, steadfastness, love, charity, and sacrifice in adherence to the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad for spiritual rejuvenation and renewed national growth and development. FEC enjoins Nigerians to tap into the numerous interventions of President Bola Tinubu-led administration in ensuring food security, ending poverty, economic growth, job creation, access to capital, security, and youth empowerment. FEC also wishes the Muslim faithful Ramadan Mubarak. Meanwhile, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, urges Nigerian Muslims to pray for the country and its leaders as the Ramadan fasting commences. Speaker Abbas says Nigeria's unity is paramount, which is why adherents of all religions must continue to offer sincere prayers for the country. While noting that Nigeria needs divine intervention, the Speaker specifically calls for prayers and support for President Bola Tinubu, urging Nigerians to continue to believe in the renewed hope agenda of the administration. And as Ramadan begins, Nigerians now enjoy a significant reduction in food prices courtesy of the federal government's recent interventions, with staples food like rice, garri and sugar falling by 15 to 20% in just 1 week. Many families are breathing a sigh of relief. Vivian Ezadiefe went to round some markets in Abuja and brought back this report.
As Muslim faithful observe this year's Ramadan fast, the federal government has made a timely intervention to reduce the prices of essential food items, ensuring a more comfortable observation of the holy month. Our investigation reveals that prices of key items, particularly those used for breaking fasts, have dropped significantly. For instance, the price of watermelon has decreased, with whole watermelon now selling for 2,000 naira to 3,000 naira, down from 5,000 naira to 6,000 naira previously. Sliced watermelon, which used to sell for 500 to 300 naira, is now selling for 200 naira.
Now, thank you, come down now. So before I buy Debino 1 kilo, I buy them for 2,800. So now I come down, I buy them 2,200 now.
Daddy, why buy the sell them 15,000, 20,000. You don't come down around, you sell them 6,000, 7,000.
A visit to Garki Market confirmed that food prices have decreased by 10 to 20% across the board. These according to Alhaji Abubakar Usman, a trader who deals in staple food items such as rice, beans, millet, among others.
Back on beans, before we buy them 140, 150, now 190, 95. Ultimo rice, we sell them 90,000 before. Now it become 80.
The price of a basket of tomatoes, for example, has decreased from 7,000 naira to 9,000 naira to 3,500 naira to 4,000 naira, depending on one's bargaining power. Sweet potatoes now sell for 2,000 naira, down from 3,000 naira, while a basket of onions costs 3,000 naira.
You are really putting it in the right perspective, because if you had asked me this question like maybe 2 weeks ago, I would have told you that it's outrageous. But from my experience today especially, prices of things have really come down. Yes, it may not really be the much we want, but it's still better than what it used to be.
A food vendor, Marcus, says prices depend on the season and government intervention.
So concerning the food stuff prices, I would say some things are coming down while some things are going up. And also I would say based on seasons, like at the moment we have tomatoes on the low side, it's sold for 3,000 naira. Beans, as of December, we bought for 2,300, and right now it is about 1,600 per mudu. So for me, I'll say yeah, the government is trying, and also I think seasons too have changed. Like onions in December, I bought a basket for 9,000, 10,000. As we speak, so onions is sold for 3,500. 4,000.
As Ramadan continues, it is expected that prices will decline further, providing more relief to consumers. Vivian Izadefi, NTA News.
Let's take a break now. We have more reports coming shortly.
Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, and Voice of Nigeria, VON, cordially invite the general public to its 19th annual Ramadan lecture. Topic: Faith, Politics and Power, the involvement of ulama in politics and its implications. Guest lecturer, Sheikh Maruf Onike Abdulaziz, Chief Missioner, NASFAT Worldwide. Chairman of the occasion, Idi Mukhtar Meha, Minister of Livestock Development. Special guest of honor, Muhammad Idris, Minister of Information and National Orientation. Royal Father of the Day, His Highness Mala Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, Emir of Zazzau. Chief host, His Excellency Malam Ubasani, the Executive Governor, Kaduna State. Host, Malam Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos, Director General, NTA. Dr. Muhammad Bulama, Director General, FRCN. Malam Jibril Babandachi, Director General, Voice of Nigeria. Venue, Lumana Multipurpose Center, River Close off Jabi Road East of Sultan Road, Kaduna. Date, 8th March 2025. Time, 9 a.m. Inshallah. For partnership or advert placement. Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Thanks for joining us again. First-time participants at the just concluded 2025 Nigeria International Energy Summit say the summit offered them a wealth of insight into Nigeria's growing energy sector. Lydia Sampson reports.
With exhibitions across the entire energy spectrum, it's only natural for participants to also have diverse experiences. For me, it was about seeking out the first-timers.
I got to see innovative ways that they are, coming up with things that can help in the energy industry, because I'm particularly interested in the energy industry, and sustainable ways that can help Nigeria grow, also the environment.
I now know how to upskill, because there was a session covering skill gaps that are needed in the oil and gas industry. So it's been very enlightening and eye-opening, and I'm grateful to NIES for thinking of holding this summit.
If you have the passion, I will encourage you to come into the space and just walk away from there.
I felt this year they even brought it closer to the marine sector, which is my field. So I'm happy and excited to interact with those like minds.
Their intriguing accounts spurred me to continue seeking more. This is the Nigeria International Energy Summit, and as a reporter, I go around the exhibition stands, and I was genuinely intrigued to see a water-focused agency also being part of the exhibition and the pavilion.
We'll be producing a lot of water when we are producing oil and gas. So they come hand in hand. And that water needs to be managed properly, sustainably, in a cost-effective way. Now the whole world, because of the population increase and then the need for water, because water is needed for every energy sector. That's why we call water energy nexus, because that water, if we can treat properly and manage sustainably, can actually help in irrigation, can actually help in agriculture, can actually help to generate new energies such as hydrogen, right? And things like that. So I think it's very important for us to looking water holistically as well.
Now we understand why a global non-governmental water organization should be involved in the gathering of oil and gas companies responsible for oil production and energy development. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
The National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA Onitsha Area Office has handed over a boat operator to the Niwa Police Command over a boat mishap which occurred at Odekpe in Ogbaru, local government area of Anambra State. Franklin Oyekachi reports that the boat accident claimed the life of a female passenger with 2 others hospitalized.
Taking the news crew to the bank of the River Niger, the area manager, Niwa Onitsha Area Office, disclosed that one of the boats involved in the accident was recovered as the other fled. He said that the boat operator was arrested for flouting the rules on night travels. Niwa had held several sensitization programs where the body harped on maintaining safety on the waterways, one of which is avoidance of night travels.
Niwa engaged Marshal in various communities along the riverine area so that when things like this happen, they should inform us. We not call that this is the information reaching us. We will intensify our effort. We cannot be everywhere, but we'll continue to talk so that everybody will be aware of Niwa's mandate in the areas of safety on our waterways.
The boat operator, who disclosed that the accident happened at about 9 p.m. on route Okobole in Oshimili South local government area of Delta State to Odekpe in Anambra, has been handed over to the Niwa Police Command in the state for further interrogation and prosecution.
My mistake, because I don't stop work. Now those people can't tell me, say make I carry them. Now then go market against tomorrow Monday, sit at home. Now make they go there.
The boat mishap resulted in the death of one woman, while 2 other passengers sustained serious injuries and are receiving treatment in the hospital. Sequel to the boat mishap, Niwa Onitsha Area Office has reiterated the call from the Managing Director Niwa, Bola Oyebamiji, for all water users to employ safety measures on the waterways to save lives. In Onitsha, Franklin Oyekachi, NTA News.
And now to Abia, where the state government is unveiling a new educational program tagged Abia Fostering Reform School Transformation, with the acronym Abia First, as part of efforts to reform the education sector through the development of a comprehensive curriculum that prepares students for the challenges of the 21st century. Governor Alex Otti at the launch says it will focus on strategic initiatives that will drive rapid socio-economic development in the state. Ifoma Ndokolie reports.
The Abia State Transformation Educational Program is focused on strategic initiatives aimed at transforming the educational sector in the state through sustained investments in development of school infrastructure, training and retraining of teachers, as well as recruitment of quality teachers to cater for the rise in enrollment figures in our public schools. Governor Alex Otti, while inaugurating the project, said his administration recognizes the role of quality education in poverty reduction and improvement of quality of life of the citizens, adding that the state's development framework is founded on transformative power of education policy.
Never again will the government place the confidence in the educational sector, as we shall lead from the front in terms of investments in infrastructure, recruitment of the best to teach, and educate our children, and of course, personal remuneration.
The State Commissioner for Education, Goodluck Obochi, described the Abia First Initiative program as a complete reform of Abia educational sector.
Through Abia First program, we are creating an education system that is inclusive, equitable, technology-driven, and future-ready.
Development partners, including UNESCO, the World Bank, and the British Council, commended Governor Alex Oti's efforts and reaffirmed their commitment to supporting and partnering with Abia for enhanced educational programs. With the launch of Abia First initiative, Abia is poised to become a model for educational excellence in Nigeria. In Umuahia, Ifeoma Ndu Okolie, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 6 on NTNS 24. Thanks for your company. I am Minna Daniels.